On tonight's CTV News, the Christchurch City Council prepares to face its debt head-on, work on upgrading Hagley Oval is nearing completion, and the Rebuild Expo is here for the weekend. This is CTV News, I'm Grant Mangan. Asset sales could be on the cards for the Christchurch City Council, which needs to raise almost $900 million within 5 years. It can't take on any more debt, and partial asset sales could be one way to get back in the black. Marcus Gibbs reports.
The Christchurch City Council is facing an almighty challenge as it prepares to plug a financial black hole that keeps getting bigger. The Quarter-Mentha report released earlier this year suggested the council was battling a $534 million shortfall, but that's cookie crumbs compared to the nearly $900 million figure highlighted today during the release of the Cameron Partners report. For the council to continue to stay in the black over the next 5 years, it will need an influx of money, and fast, and it won't be in the form of another loan.
I think the message that we've received is that there is no room to borrow more. We've reached the end of the line. Instead of a huge rates increase, the council can only raise funds by digging into its jar of assets. However, the mayor and councillors are promising that the city will maintain control of the strategic assets. The Earthquake Recovery Minister is supporting the council.
Because you've got a council that has really bitten the bullet on the truth of their financial situation. And, you know, it takes a degree of, I think, political courage to face up to some of those things, to put some unpalatable prospects on the table. The council could raise at least $400 million from its commercial arm, Christchurch City Holdings. This company has $2.6 billion of assets, and if 25% of the council's three main assets, Orion, Littleton Port and Christchurch International Airport, are sold, the $400 million sum could be raised. Measured against the $8.3 billion the council has on its balance sheet, we believe this is a prudent proposal. The Greens and Labour Party are rejecting the asset sale proposal. Labour's Canterbury Recovery spokeswoman Ruth Dyson says the City Council should look at other options.
So I don't want us to have a short-term fix and end up with a longer-term problem. We'll lose a dividend stream, which I don't think we should give up easily.
However, the asset sales won't be open to just anyone. An organisation would have to be considered a strategic partner. We would protect the city's long-term interests by ring-fencing the quantum of any such proposal and ensuring that the shares return to the council through a right of first refusal so they're not available to the open market. The Cameron Partners report says the council has weak financial reasons for holding on to the majority of its commercial assets. A public consultation period over partial or whole asset sales will start on September 4, the date of the 4th anniversary of the 7.1 magnitude earthquake. There are trade-offs on every consideration, which is why we're going to go out and openly consult on those options. A looming rates rise could also be on the cards, as the report lists Christchurch rate levels as low when compared to Auckland and Wellington. I honestly don't believe that we can stand up as a council and say to the people of Christchurch that we want to, increase your rates in the double digits. I don't want to have to do that. With the latest financial information at hand, the City Council and the government will review the cost-sharing agreement in December. Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.
The Mayor has ruled out increasing rates, but how would ratepayers like to fund the City Council's $900 million black hole? Marcus Gibbs asked what was a more attractive option, rate hikes or asset sales?
We haven't got enough left now, let alone selling any more.
No, rates increase is never going to be popular with the voters, so unless they want to be a one-term council, then they're going to have problems with that.
Definitely not our asset sales.
I think there's pros and cons for that. I'm sure if I was a ratepayer in Christchurch, I'd probably have strong feelings.
Would you be happy to pay more rates?
Not really. Well, for a starter, forget all the toys, forget stadiums.
I would say selling assets, but not the big ones.
The roof has been completed for the new Hagley Oval Pavilion.
In rain or shine, contractors have been working hard and it's paying off. The Hagley Oval Pavilion is well on its way to completion.
And it's a great credit to the building team here. There's been a shocking winter in Christchurch. It's been wet from March, but they're all on stream and it's just magnificent. We've got to the stage where the roof is now on and we're heading towards the final stages of completion.
Architect Trevor Watt is responsible for the building design. Creating an international facility in the heart of Christchurch's Hagley Park wasn't easy. After a battle over resource consent with the Christchurch City Council, details around the designs were incredibly specific. Trevor Watt says building to the sensitive environment was a challenge, but everyone has worked hard to pull it off. The floating tensile roof sees 2.5 tonnes of fabric to cover the pavilion, creating a light and classy look.
These are international sort of modern traditional cricket pavilions which pull on the tensile fabric roof tradition, so we're linking that into that more the international cricket environment. So quite a clean, simple building, but we think it's appropriate for its use.
The sport of modern cricket was first founded in 18th century England. It's been played in New Zealand since 1832. Canterbury Cricket's chief executive, Lee Jamon, says what the Oval and Pavilion will bring to Christchurch is something that will have to be felt, not seen.
People, when they walk into this venue, will feel something quite special. It's an old English style type cricket ground, and I think they'll feel as if they're part of old Somerset in England when they come into this ground. So it'll be a feeling rather than something they see.
Before the earthquakes, the game was played at QE2 and the old stadium. Lee Jamon says with over 20,000 eager cricketers in the region, it's exciting. There will soon be a place to call home.
Cricket is not the only sport that has really struggled since the earthquakes, and the beauty about this venue is that football will be able to be played here in the winter. We have junior kids running around on the oval playing football, changing in the dressing rooms as well. So I see this as, although it's a cricket focus, as being a multi-sport facility as well.
A place for everyone. The pavilion will host many sports played in Hagley and will also be an ideal picnic spot for the summertime. As time ticks on, with 196 days until the ICC Cricket World Cup, Lee Jamon is excited for what the international tests will bring to the city of Christchurch.
I think the Cricket World Cup will provide a boost for our sport, for cricket, but I think it will also provide a wonderful boost for the city. It will showcase our city to 1 billion people on a television-wide coverage, and that's fantastic. We'll say that Christchurch is up and running and ready to get into action, and as far as the sport is concerned, it will do wonders for our game.
Construction of the pavilion will be completed next month. Kicking off the first test will be the Black Caps vs Sri Lanka on the 14th of February next year. Joelle Batista, CTV News.
The building expos in town. While many rebuild workers were there to pick up innovative ideas, some stalls were hoping to fill a crucial gap in the rebuild. Emma Cropper reports.
Recruiting for tradesmen, Kevin Everett is hoping more skilled workers will join the rebuild.
The problem is they've got to be seismic, and the people we're bringing through, the amount of experienced guys that are coming over are mainly from the UK, and they don't have the seismic experience, which is holding us back.
Despite more apprenticeships being offered in trade skills, the rebuild is lacking skilled workers in all areas.
Just trying to look outside the square, trying to do some more immigration purposes, trying to do training and bring people in and actually invest in training in them.
But the Build NZ Designer X Show isn't lacking in support at the Expo. Dozens of exhibits filled the Horncastle Arena, with this being the first time the Expo was held in Canterbury.
There's between $40 and $50 billion of works that need to happen in Christchurch, and we're just at the start of the cycle of building. So in terms of timing, to get builders, specifiers, architects, designers coming here and actually starting to order product, that the timing couldn't be better in terms of that.
Tradies from all corners of the rebuild came out to check out the innovative designs and products.
Yeah, there's new products out there you don't often see in stores, so decided to come to the Expo. We went to it last year as well, and give some good new options on new products coming into the market.
This timber lab is one of the innovative timber ideas beginning to be used in the Christchurch rebuild.
With concrete you get crumbling and deformation, but with the timber, because of its resilience, it's able to spring back into position and be reused, recladded, and the building still maintains its structural integrity.
It even has the tick of approval from the Anglican Church. It's the base structure of the Christchurch Cardboard Cathedral.
The main supporting structure are timber beams that are about 20 metres long, and the cardboard is threaded over them. So it's really a timber cathedral disguised as cardboard, I guess.
While new structures are going up, safety was key at the Expo. This new design of scaffolding has become essential in the rebuild since legislation changed, making it compulsory.
It's a working platform that we use around residential buildings for working at height, so that a person can't fall off the roof.
Despite the rebuild gaining pace, rebuild workers were still facing challenges when it came to consents.
Oh, they're going through. It's about, they take time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and we've gone through some interesting times, so it is what it is, really.
Whether it's just to check out the new design of carpet or windows, each person visiting today was bound to have some fresh ideas to inject into Canterbury's rebuild. Emma Cropper, CTV News.
Owners of residential red-zoned Port Hills properties have another 6 months to accept or reject the government's buyout offer.
132 owners of insured Port Hills property are yet to choose the future of their land. Over 400 residential properties were eligible for a Crown offer. Most have already decided. The Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority's Chief Executive, Roger Sutton, announced a 6-month extension for those still undecided. The offers were originally set to expire on the 31st of this month. Roger Sutton says he wants residents to have the time to make an informed decision. The eligible landowners will now have until the 27th of February next year to accept the Crown's buyout offer. Roger Sutton says feedback from affected residents show many are still dealing with a number of involving issues and would appreciate more time. This includes dealing with insurance, court matters, or awaiting more information from the Christchurch City Council in regards to mass land movement. No offers have been made yet to owners of uninsured, insured commercial or vacant land properties in the Port Hills Red Zone.
Coming up, Warren Head returns with this week's business update.
Al Jazeera News, international news right off the satellite, bringing you up-to-the-minute coverage of world events. Al Jazeera News, weekday mornings at 6 o'clock, right here on CTV.
Located at the foot of the Port Hills, Berrymead Golf offers a spectacular location for any occasion. Make your dream wedding a reality with private use of our green function room, outdoor garden courtyard, large marquee and stunning gazebo. Or for your next conference, enjoy the relaxed atmosphere of Berrymead Golf, offering a private, spacious conference room with special deals to make any break a true break. All with customised catering from the Wow Cafe. Berrymead Golf, 50 Berrymead Park Drive, right next to the Berrymead Heritage Park.
Hi, I'm Mark and welcome to Stay Well Pharmacy. Whatever the season, Stay Well Pharmacy has you covered. As an integrated pharmacy, we stock all the well-known pharmacy medicines, as well as quality nutritional and herbal treatments. Our team of pharmacists and full-time naturopath are here to help you find the products and advice to suit the needs of you and your family. So come in and see us at Stay Well Pharmacy, 27 Shands Road in Hornby. Stay Well Pharmacy, live well, stay well.
Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to Carpet Kingdom. At Carpet Kingdom we stock a massive range of carpets and we're also the largest vinyl stockist in the South Island. And not only do we have an excellent range in store, but you can purchase our stock online. We offer free measuring quotes, we have our own installation team, we ship nationwide, so come on down and see us at Carpet Kingdom. 312 Wilsons Road in Waltham, just off Brougham Street, or visit us online at carpetkingdom.co.nz.
Our new companion package is a personalised service for those that need extra help and support. A cost-effective solution for someone who needs more than just a taxi driver. Our drivers are handpicked from our experienced team and specialise in providing the right support and companionship. Home safe every time with Blue Star Taxis.
Here's Warren Head with your weekly business update.
Hi, I'm Warren Head for headliner.co.nz. As you know, I've been away for about a month or so. I've been travelling, I've been in California, and I've been in the Caribbean and in Texas. And I got a report that things are improving in the United States. The Californian economy seemed to me to be really picking up. Houston was going gangbusters. The rest of the world is moving on and upwards. And last night, This was confirmed when the US GDP numbers came out, and they were really surprising on the upside. So the United States dollar is going higher, and that's going to affect us in two ways. One, a little bit harder to sell product offshore, and secondly, you're going to get a little bit fewer of these fellows. These are US dollars, and you are going to need a little bit more of them if you're travelling than you did in the past, because the currency is now down to US 85 cents. It will probably stabilise there for a little while longer. Who knows? It may even go up. And it's not too bad, is it, overall? But what has happened to the currency on the New Zealand side is that the New Zealand Fonterra milk payout price forecast was disappointingly lower, talking about $6 this coming season rather than $8 this past year. So quite a difference it's going to make in the farmer income, and the Fonterra people are saying this will have an impact on farmers' cash flows. Though the milk collections are up, of course, about 8% on last year, so that will soften the blow somewhat. What has happened in the last few weeks too has been a flood of these listings onto the New Zealand Stock Exchange. We're now starting to see them list on the market, and we can judge there what the rest of the investment market thinks of them as well. We've had a couple this week already. Metro Glass listed, quite a nice gain there, about 7 cents on listing to about $1.77. And you can see this company's work around the city at the University of Canterbury and the technology block wall there. You can see it too at the Transitional Cathedral downtown. That's some of their work in terms of commercial glass, and lots more for them to come. And Scales Corporation from Christchurch has listed about $1.60, held its mark. Good stock, Scales. Big horticultural exporter with Mr. Apple, and also growing its business in cold storage. And soon we'll see Vista Entertainment, which makes entertainment software for the film sector. So if you're running a picture theatre, this company's got all the goods for you. And they're looking to take their software now to the film studios. Guess where? Just where I mentioned, California, where you see nothing but billboards about new production coming through. Did I say the States is picking up? Too right it is. And on the local front, things are also moving a little bit. We'll talk of a new hotel, Ramada Suites, opening by Christmas, 44 apartments in Tuam Street. And also on the local front, one of the big property owners, Kiwi Income Property Trust, came out with some numbers at its annual meeting this week, and it said that the well-performing categories, if you're going shopping this weekend, specialty retail, that's 2.7, that's up, that's what they deal in, and that includes jewellery and personal services, men's apparel, and footwear is going well. Take a look at the footwear shops, they're moving. Supermarket sales down about 1%, affected by new store openings. And finally, a Christchurch businessman, Mark Stewart, is bidding for Acurity Health, which owns some big private hospitals in Wellington, including the Wakefield, the Bowen Hospitals in Wellington, the Royston Hospital in Tauranga, and he's offering just over $112 million to take full control of that company. Good luck, Mr. Stewart. I'm Warren Head for headliner.co.nz.
Still to come, the sport, traffic and weather updates.
Meet the latest arrivals at Berlin's 2 animal parks and find out what it takes to be a zoo baby in a modern zoo. Zoo Juniors. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m, right here on CTV.
Avoid the monkeys when it comes to relocating. Trust A1 Movers, a family business since 1993 that guarantees a professional job every time. We carefully handle and wrap your valued items, ensuring they have a safe journey. Secure storage and insurance options are also available.
A1 Movers, the careful, caring moving company. Oi!
Have you seen something you like? You can purchase a copy of CTV's own shows so you can watch them again and again. So give us a call on 3777 033 and order a copy today.
Introducing My Freeview.
This fella doesn't just preserve your right to watch free digital TV. It fits your viewing around your life. Too busy putting out fires? Record at the touch of a button. Want to watch one channel and record another? You can. And if you need to nip away, hit pause.
Even a live show.
For a one-off payment, you can enjoy Freeview when it suits you, not someone else. It's like having your own TV station at home without monthly fees or contracts. My Freeview. It's Kiwi for TV.
Southern Newsweek is an Otago-based news bulletin. Produced locally in Dunedin, it's your chance to catch up on everything that's happening in the community. Southern Newsweek, Saturday at 6:30 p.m. and repeated Sunday at 10 a.m. right here on CTV.
Here's Gordon with a preview of the weekend sport.
Todd Blackadder has named an unchanged lineup for Saturday night's Super Rugby final against the Waratahs in Sydney. The two teams will meet for the first time this season after both teams topped their respective conferences in the round-robin stages of the competition. Although the Waratahs finish the competition in top spot and have home advantage, one stat playing on their mind will be the fact that the Crusaders have won the last 11 counters between the two sides. The Crusaders will be looking for a record 8th Super Rugby crown and their first since 2008. The team will also be looking to redeem their last Super Rugby final appearance when they went down to the Reds in Brisbane in 2011. The Waratahs have made 2 grand final appearances, going down to the Crusaders on both occasions. We'll be hoping it's not a case of third time lucky for the Australians. The match gets underway at 9:35 tomorrow night, our time. It's grand final time on the local front as well this weekend, with the final of the Hawkins Trophy Metro competition taking place on Sunday at Rugby Park. High school Old Boys and Sydenham will battle it out for the title after both teams caused respective upsets last weekend against last year's finalists New Brighton and Lincoln University. Kick-off is at 3 p.m. with the curtain raiser match between Christchurch and Lincoln University for the Division 2 title getting underway at 1 p.m. If you can't get to the match, never fear. CTV will be bringing you full coverage of the match here on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Coverage of the Press Cup competition also continues this weekend, with the weekend's feature match between Christ College and St Andrews taking place at Upper on Saturday at 2:45. As always, coverage of the match can be seen here at midday on Sunday, with a replay at 5:30. Hayden Paddon has had a mixed start to the first day of the Rally of Finland. After struggling in the day's opening stage with torrential rain, Paddon improved his times in stages 2, 3 and 4 to finish the day in 10th spot, just over a minute behind rally leader Jari-Matti Latvala. Paddon will be looking to improve overnight, with the rally's second day comprising of 9 stages. Paddon is confident going into tomorrow's stages, saying that they are more suited to his driving style and are new stages to the majority of drivers. And finally tonight, this week's dry conditions have set up perfect conditions for tomorrow's opening day of the Grand National Racing Carnival at Riccarton. Top horses from around the country will race for tomorrow's Winter Cup, with the first race getting underway at 11:35 and the Race 8 Winter Cup scheduled to run at 3:07. You're up to date with the latest in local sport. I'm Gordon Finlater for CTV Sport.
If you're driving around the Christchurch Central City, CTV's traffic update will assist you navigating the repairs taking place.
Hello travellers, to help you plan your journey around the Central City, here's some tips on how to get around this week. For the week coming, the usual hotspots are the places to watch out for, particularly in the morning and evening drive times. Barbados Street from Bearley Ave to Salisbury Street is down to 1 lane. And Madras Street from Latimer Square to Bearley Ave is also down to 1 lane. St Asaph Street has some lane closures between Madras Street and Colombo Street. And we recommend using Fitzgerald Ave for all your journeys north and south through the city, and also Montreal Street for northbound is a good option as well. To keep up to date on what's happening on the Central City roads, stay tuned to CTV News First at 5, and in the meantime, visit the Transport for Christchurch website.
And finally tonight, here's your regional weather.
Good evening. Another warm day for all parts of Canterbury. First in Timaru, Temuka and Geraldine, 17 degrees. Methven 19, Ashburton and Rakaia slightly cooler on 18 degrees. Moving along to Darfield, Leeston and Rolleston, they had one of the highs in the region with 20. Lincoln and Christchurch, another fine day for you, 20 today. Over in Akarawa, you hit 20 degrees. Moving across the Waimakadere River and looking now at Rangiora, Kaiapoi and also Amberley, 19 degrees. Culverden, Hanmer Springs and Cheviot hit one of the region's lows of 17. Kaikoura had slightly better weather on 18 today. But what is in store for tomorrow? Timaru, fine and mild with high cloud and gusty northwesterly winds, becoming strong at times and showers developing during the evening, hitting an overnight low of 7 and a high of 16 degrees. In Ashburton, another day of high cloud and gusty mild northwesterlies. Becoming strong during the afternoon, expect colder southwesterlies developing through the evening, hitting an overnight low of 7 and a high of 16 degrees. And in Christchurch, mild northwesterlies increasing to become strong and gusty later in the day. It'll be fine with high cloud, but do expect some showers and southwesterlies developing after dark, hitting an overnight low of 7 degrees and a high of 17. And up the top in Kaikoura, more northwesterly winds and high cloud for your Saturday with mild temperatures again, an overnight low of 7 and a high of 17 degrees. And in other areas around the region, Temuka and Geraldine hit a high of 16 with cloud expected all day. Methven 17 and Rakaia 16 degrees with a low of 7 for both areas. Darfield and Leeston expect cloud with a high of 17. Rolleston and Lincoln, cloud is in store with a high of 17 degrees for you as well. Over in Akanawa, 18. Rangiora, Kaiapoi and Amberley, a high of 17 and a low of 7. Culverden, Hanmer Springs and Cheviot hitting 15 degrees with a low of 5. And looking ahead for Canterbury, mostly cloudy and cold on Sunday. Expect showers during the morning with snow flurries lowering to 400 metres, but showers clearing during the afternoon and moderate southwesterly winds dying out. Will be frosty on Sunday night. Mostly fine and sunny on Monday and Tuesday with light northeasterly winds and pleasant temperatures. Mild northwesterlies freshening on Wednesday and Thursday with high cloud and sunny periods. And that's all for your region's weather. Enjoy the sunny weather and have a lovely weekend.
And that's CTV News for Friday. I'm Grant Mangan. Good night.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.